What advice would you give to someone who's, I don't know, in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s? Like what should we do to be the best stewards of our brains?
I'll tell you, it's so easy. It's to seek novelty. It's to seek challenge. So the key is, for most people as they get older, they, whatever, their lives shrink, they watch Jerry Springer, they do whatever they're doing. But the key is challenge yourself. So there's this study that's been going on for decades. You may know about this called the Religious Orders Study, where a whole bunch of nuns in convents volunteered to give their brains upon their death. So what happened is the researchers started examining these, the histological samples, and realized that some fraction of these nuns had Alzheimer's disease, and their brains were physically getting chewed up with the Alzheimer's, and yet nobody knew it when they were alive. They just weren't showing the cognitive deficits. Okay, so led to a big understanding that what was going on was they lived in the convents till the day they died. They had social interaction, they had chores and responsibilities, they played games, they had conversations, they were doing all kinds of stuff. And as a result, even though their brain was physically degenerating with the ravages of the disease, they were building new bridges, new roadways all the time. And as a result, they were able to essentially fight back against the degeneration of the tissue. The key is to be between the levels of frustrating but achievable. And that's where you always want to keep yourself in life. And as long as you're there, you're doing the best thing you can do for your. I mean, this is. I'm not.
If you're between frustrating and achievable, you're always frustrated and never achieving. Just to say.
There's so much that we know in so much stuff pouring out in neuroscience labs, but this is still the key, the single piece of advice really that we have for putting off dementia.